Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a great question in, actually not a great question, a great user review, mini review, user feedback, user experience on the Canon 6D, the EOS 6D. You know, the one we're all eagerly and awaiting, anticipating, the 6D Mark II. Well, this is the 6D. This is Lee Hargraves writing in. I think I said that last name rightly. He says, I had the same dilemma. This is a comment on one of the previous 6D videos I'd done on which one to buy. He says, I had the same dilemma, and after much consideration and flirting with the 5D Mark III, I got a used 6D. I already had the 85mm f1.8 on my crop camera. Okay, here's the important verdict. Get the 6D. Read on if you want to know why. I don't want to get into a discussion about vari-angle screens and dual pixels. Video is a small part of my photography. I don't want to get into a discussion about 65 autofocus points. I only ever use the center one. Here's my experience with my first day of ownership of the 6D. I went to my parents' house with my new toy, the 6D. I took a photo of my mother as she sat in a dark kitchen. Number one, it focuses amazingly well in low light. This is often overlooked by people when they say it only has 11 autofocus points. Give me one superb center point and I'm happy. I want to put one point on the eye. I don't need 65 or whatever. The quality of the image taken in, and this is point two, he says number two, the quality of the image taken in poor light with the 6D and the 85 f1.8 is, in my opinion, stunning. No other words for it. No noise, creamy smooth, superb bokeh. It was worth buying just to get the photo of my mother. I can't wait to get it into some nice light. For video, I'd get the 80D, no question. For the finest quality still images, I'd get the 6D. I shoot portraits and low light capability is more important to me than video. With the 6D, you can leave it set to auto ISO, set an upper limit of 3200 or even 6400, and you'll get clean, beautiful images. No need to worry about moving beyond ISO 400. I also have a Canon 24-105 f4L. It's just about perfect as a walkabout lens for events. So, some great feedback from Lee here. And I would totally agree with him. I've basically given this advice when asked the question about what to buy, 6D and the 80D or the 6D and other things. If you're looking at it as a photography camera, especially for portraits or wedding work, great camera. Heartily recommend it. I just wouldn't get it for video. And Lee's loving it as a photography camera. And interestingly enough, he's saying how amazed he is with the low light focus. And I tend to mirror Lee's thinking here. I'd rather have a very strong center point that's very good in low light. And I mean, I'm a center point shooter almost all the time. So having a ton of autofocus points is really not a big deal for me. I just want to know that my main focus point focuses really well in low light, which Lee's saying his does well. He's very happy with it. So I'm glad you're happy with that, Lee. Thanks for the feedback. What do you guys think? Do any of you guys have the 6D? Does your experience mirror Lee's? Do any of you have a contrasting experience where you're not as happy with the 6D? Do you agree that the 6D is the way to go for photography? Are some of you liking it for video? Leave your comments below. Let's discuss the 6D a bit. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Lee's review here. A little user review, feedback, user experience. Thanks again, Lee. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.